Hello everyone, this is Metroid Nerd number 9001, and this is part 2 of Super Metroid Ascent. Now, we are at the end of the area. However, as you can see from my zone completion percentage, I do not have all of the items that correspond with this particular zone. So I am going to go collect all of the remaining items that I do not have, and then I will meet you back here. I'm going to cut to each one. See you guys then. The first item I missed was back in the Linked Doors intro room. I learned about this one because I watched Binox's developer commentary. There's another set of chain blocks if you bomb right here, and that'll get you to this missile tank. And this also is an alternative way that you can open the A-B door instead of wherever its original location was. So you speedrunners out there can use that instead of the original location for it. The next item is back in the CRE love room, and I also found this by watching Binox's videos. He pointed out specifically that you know that the item is here because this, unlike the other of the K-mode platforms, doesn't fall when you stand on it, which is suspicious, so you can just roll in here and get yourself another missile. The final item I just flat out missed, but I also remember from Binox's developer commentary. It's in the morph bait room. Once you have bombs, you can just bomb into this suspicious spot on the wall and get yourself a missile, getting up to 90, and with that we have 100% of the items for this area. I'm now going to meet you back at the save point so that we are going to fight the boss for area 1. See you guys then. Alright, we're back. So one thing that you may or may not notice, depending on what type of screen you're watching, is that this video actually fits properly onto your screen, at least if I did what I'm trying to do right. So with all of my videos before, I was using a complete screen capture, mostly complete screen capture. You still don't see the taskbar at the bottom and top of the screen. But with this one, for these videos, I tried to record just the aspect ratio of the game, so that no matter what screen you're watching on, you'll only see that. Because if you're watching on a screen that isn't the same ratio as the one I'm recording on the old videos, there would be the black space on either side of the gameplay, so you wouldn't see, so everything would be shrunk if you were on a different aspect ratio of screen to try and fit in that black space. So I'm removing that black space so that you can watch the videos better. Hopefully that helps. No one was complaining about it, but I was noticing it and I was getting kind of annoyed by it, so I decided to fix it. And the boss for area 1 in the room, setting bomb 1, is Spore Spawn. Spore Spawn is a major boss. It has the boss kind of icon thing on the map. Spore Spawn is now, instead of spores, I guess it's Parasite Spawn. It's like the Parasite Queen, I guess, from Metroid Prime. But you can see the little parasites inside of Spore Spawn. The parasites are taking over everything. What's this? An escape? But we're only in the first area of the hack. Well, every area after you defeat the main boss bit has an escape, because I guess in the middle of that cutscene, Samus sets a bomb. So once you set the bomb, you have to escape. Not everything is exploding, at least not in this area, because why would it if there's only one bomb, but there's still a timer? Oh, now everything's exploding. Different Zephytites have different amounts of health for some reason. I like the little foreground pillars. Now everything is exploding. We are in the auxiliary lab of the space pirates. It's a very short timer because we're in the room that we need to get to for escaping. But I'll show what's directly beyond the elevator is a place that we cannot get to yet. There's a super missile door that there are more parasites blocking that we cannot get to at the moment. So we just escape. And then as soon as you get on the elevator, you don't have to worry about the timer anymore. I guess during the ride, the bomb explodes, because no matter how much time was left, if you go back down, everything is completely exploded. Even though there was a more than 30 seconds, I think about 45 seconds left on the timer when we left, now everything has blown up. However, we cannot go back to the rest of Zone 1, because you'll see up here there is a gray door. However, the green door on the other side is still green. So once we get the super missiles, we can go there and explore the rest of the Space Pirates lab. That orange dotted line will be explained later. Anyway, it's back to enter Zone 2. Zone 2 is my favorite of videos. I really like the aesthetic. You can't do all by myself. And that you can kind of just notice all the little subtle effects, like this little waterfall thing in the foreground. And also this blue gas heals you, but that will become much more important later on. It's such a beautiful mix of the different tile sets with this lush purple. This is like purple criteria, this is nullifier tiles, these are... and they mix together so well. You wouldn't think so, but if you put the right palette in them and you tile everything correctly, you can combine any two tile sets, really. You just have to have enough patience. And then we have some red Brimstone in the background, although I just darkened it and it's kind of orange Brimstone now. There's kind of these dots up there, and I'm not sure what to think of those, but... And then got vines growing everywhere, and now we're going into red Brimstone-ish area. Although none of these areas truly have vanilla counterparts, because these are completely new areas that have tile sets drawn from every area from the original game. So it's kind of hard to draw comparisons like that. You just get a mix of everything. Like the first area was a lot of green Brinstar, but there were also other tile sets. And this is also, we've got some of the wrecked ship here. Got an energy refill. And there's a lot to do. There's a lot of different paths you can go. As soon as you enter Zone 2, I went to the right. And I guess I can be rewarded for that because over here, we have our first major upgrade of Zone 2. Alright, those take 5. Some hacks make it 1, which is the grapple beam. And we have to use the grapple beam to get out of this room. Except, do we? I don't think we actually do. However, it is called the bestest beam. Because, well, grapple is a pretty great beam. It lets you grapple onto these points, I guess. But, more importantly, at least for some, it's a really good weapon. Because there's a lot of enemies that you can kill in one hit with the grapple beam. If I can find a good enemy to use it on, I will demonstrate. And it doesn't work on Tuskikas. Wonderful. Is that an enemy? No, there's not an enemy. I'm determined to find something that grapple works well on. Surely we'll find something. Either way, while I'm looking for this, just take a moment to take in the beautiful scenery that we're going through. The Nox did a wonderful job. No, grapple doesn't kill those either. Oh, wait a minute. There's a reason that's there. because I think that leads to something. Right? Aren't there enemy destructible blocks? No. What's the point of that? I thought there was a puzzle in this room where you have to take the B-Tom to enemy destructible blocks, but I'm not sure. Maybe it was called changing the rule because there was an item that had nothing in it. And here we've got more of the wreck ship, and I was mistaken earlier when I said that part was the wreck ship. That was actually Old Torian. This is the wreck ship, and then this is Norfair. And everything just mixes together so well. I can't really do that. So, you can just use the reflect. Except you can't, because the tiles are... Oh wait, can I break these? Yes, you can. And then you can break this appetite. Or some of the missiles, some reason, still go through. And then that just opens up a shortcut that you can use to get to this side of the room without the speaker. Just a lot of exploring. There's a lot to do. Zone 2 is significantly larger than Zone 1. I should probably take a Tuskegee with me. But I'll save. I made a backup save because I know... Well, I don't know that something's going to happen, but I might as well be prepared if something is going to happen. That I want to be prepared. Come on. There we go. And that lets us down here. I don't know what is here. Oh, there's items. Well, there's a reserve tank. And nothing else. However, the game is, I guess, titling us an explorer. Oh, and we get a healing spot. Nice. I'll go ahead and use that. And once I'm healed, I'll meet y'all outside. The game is nice enough to give a Tuskegee right here to open up this path. I don't know why I'm referring to myself as we. I guess if I'm talking to my viewers and referring as a collective to me and the viewers, I don't know. I'm still kind of new to this whole commentary thing, so you're just gonna have to bear with me on my weird verbiage or whatever. My weird tense, no, not tense. My weird, like whether I'm in first person or second person or third person. I mean, I'm mostly in I should be in first person because I'm the one playing the game. And then occasionally I use second person. Well, I should be using first person singular because I'm the person playing the game. But sometimes I'm using first person plural, like saying we need to do this. Even though my viewers, or y'all, are not playing the game with me right now, unless you are. And I appreciate that if you're like playing along with me. But you don't really need to do that. Oh, that's so cool. You can see the dotted lines in the back, not in the background, in the map. Those tiles that are in the background are actually a room that you can go through that goes through these same tiles. And when you're in those rooms, those tiles won't be in the background. Those will just be the tiles that you are going through. That's a really nice touch. And we can go here. Grab 4 blocks. Ah. I need to be faster. There we go. Yeah, man. There we go. And we got ourselves a missile. See, there I go again, using we to describe what I'm doing. I don't know. I'm weird. Maybe it's just because I don't like having to talk about myself, like saying what I'm doing, because I feel like that's being show-offy. I don't know. Maybe someone will hear what my rambling and tell me in the comments if you if you find it weird how I'm talking about what's going on in the hack. or just anything really. If I'm being weird, all 30 of you watching these videos. I mean, I'm fine with the fact that but I'm not really in it for that. I mostly just want to, I guess it's good if these videos get a good amount of views, because that means more people are going to see how incredible this hack is. Even though I don't know if I'm doing the best job of showing it. I mean, I'm showing the hack and I'm doing a very poor job of navigating it. I really should be using the grapple beam for this. But my goal in this is to show whoever's watching my videos this hack and that they should play it. So hopefully more people will play this hack because of the videos I made, I guess. Is this a bomb block or is that just that's just a block next to it? Big Pup. That name is just kind of a joke on the name Big Pink, which is the large pink brimstone room in vanilla. And we do have some pretty overlays here. Lots of tile overlapping and layering, and it's all around a very nice looking area. And we have to go with plan B. Except can we? I don't think we can go this way. Because I don't have an item that will let me. Actually, I probably could tank the damage with Spring Ball. I'm gonna do that. And the game doesn't want me to, but I'm going to keep trying to do it anyway. Haha! Take that, you spikes. I don't need the item that you need to get through here, which I won't give away yet, even though that's mostly pointless. Actually, I don't know if it's pointless. It seems kind of pointless. I don't know. Toxic Lab West. Oh, I know where I am now. This is, I guess, one of the ways that you can go to get another item. And here we have some more new music. This item not this item, this piece of music is specifically used in the hack Super Metroid Arcade and is a remix of the Red Brinstar theme, which you've been hearing earlier. It's a much more upbeat remix of the theme. You'll hear the same melody played throughout this theme as you heard throughout the previous theme. However, this has much more upbeat nature to it. It's kind of wacky. It fits with this area really well because like everything's all wavy and wibbly and wobbly, and it's the Toxic Lab. It's fun. Benox didn't actually write this music. I think I went over this last time. It was I think that Aquarius made it, but it might have been someone else. Oh, no wait, it was Cot Power, because Cot Power's name is in the end credits of the hack as one of the writers of the music. And we don't have supers, so we need to make our timed decision. Sorry about that cut, I did a really poor job of actually getting up here, so I just tried again to get through the area. So now we're on the other side of the Super Missile Gate, so we can explore the rest of the room while the water is still draining. Stokes! Mini Crocomires. Generally in Metroid, if you see a mini version of a boss, what you're going to be seeing next is most likely going to be the boss. And now we have maximum refill, except that was maximum refill. I'm almost to maximum refill. Is 95? I think, yes, 95 is maximum. We are maximum refilled. It is time for the interlude before the boss fight with, you guessed it because of the Stokes, Crocomire. But this is no ordinary Crocomire fight. You see those little, like, device things on the ground? Those give you a special property. When you are standing within them, you obtain the Hyper Beam. It is is very strange, but it is also a very fun thing to have happen. And overall, it's just a fun time. You get to make Crocomire taste the rainbow. Literally. Because you're shooting the hyper beam at him. And it's a rainbowy beam, even though it's only showing up as blue right now. Samus is turning all rainbowy. Why does the hyper beam only show up as blue? And why am I missing Crocomire's mouth with the hyper beam? This is most likely the only place that casual players will be using the hyper beam, but there are other instances in which you can use the hyper beam. There's at least one other that I know of, late in the hack, but I am not sure about other instances. There we go. Crocomire has dissolved in a pit of spikes, and I guess the watery liquid that's at the bottom of the room, I suppose. Now we just have to wait for this skeleton to reach the other side to have a typical cutscene of Crocomire breaking through the wall for one last jump scare and then just collapsing and then the boss fight actually being over. However, it still hasn't been fixed. I don't know how well easily the knives can fix that. The tiles that show up when Crocomire breaks through the wall are the same tiles that are in Norfair, even though those tiles don't exist in this game. I think at all. And for some reason there's a missile directly underneath the Toxin heat suit, which is this game's various suit. Or this hack's various suit. This is kind of an inside joke from the room, or at least the name is. The True Shield. It's mostly called that just because it takes a lot of missiles to break through. So it's a joke from Super Metroid Redesign and Super Metroid Redesign Axial Edition, which are Drusef, his two hacks that he made. That there are these purple doors that take 25 missiles to break through, and especially in Axial, they're everywhere. So you have to use a lot of missiles to break through them. Also, we got super missiles, and the parasites have infested the lab, so it's all the space pirates are stronger. They take a lot of hits to kill. I need to get more weapon tanks somewhere. But first, I am going to maximum refill. A lot of things happened right then. I had to explain what the True Shield meant, and then had to mention that we had super missiles because I forgot that we just got super missiles, and then I just shot through a door. It's like that sometimes. It'd be like that. Just randomly shooting through a door and falling through. I'm sure y'all can relate. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I should be using super missiles on these guys. And they take more than one super missile. You know an enemy is powerful when they take more than one super missile to kill. Why did I shoot that many super missiles? I did not need to use that many super missiles. Oh well. Oh, there was a passage I could have used to just get through here. Could I have? I don't know. Either way, we can just go back through this room and we no longer have to worry about the toxins killing us because we have the toxin heat suit. Now, but all the enemies are still more powerful, but all the water is gone. Going forward is very vague. Normally this room would be damaging us because of all the toxins, but we have the heat suit. This is a very annoying room if you don't know what you're doing. This is body control, but we do not have the speed booster, so we cannot do what we are supposed to do in this room. There I go using Wii again. Maybe I should stop commenting on my own commentary and just commentate. I don't know. Maybe I'll just keep talking about whatever. They're my videos, I can do what I want. Although I would prefer to do the things that make my viewers actually enjoy my videos. Or that make people want to play this hack. I hope I'm portraying this hack in a pretty good light. Another really cool thing is that these yellow gas clouds or the green gas clouds, they damage you when you're inside of them, even when you have the toxin heat suit. If I didn't have the suit, these would be dealing a lot more damage, but when you're inside them, it makes the screen go fuzzy. It's using the SNES's mosaic effect, which is used in other places in this game and also in other SNES games. For instance, it is used in Zelda Link to the Past when you enter the Lost Woods. And it is used in Super Mario World when you select a stage. And it is also even used in Super Metroid when you choose a save file. So, Binox just, or maybe someone else, but I assume he did, but I don't know, figured out the way to access it anywhere and just used ASM on those BTS tiles, behind the scenes tiles, like each tile can have a number assigned to it that can mean different things depending on what assembly is attached to it. So he just made those particular tiles trigger the mosaic effect when you're inside of them. What types of... Oh, those are just chain blocks. Why am I taking damage? And why does this Sevatite have so much health? Was I taking damage because I was next to the Sevatite? I don't know. You can also see some Meridia tiles in the background, or at least you could in that room. And here we just kind of got a mix of everything. From behind. I like these little drop blocks. They're technically enemies, they're not tiles because tiles don't animate, or can't move like that. Any specialized tile that doesn't have normal tile properties is an enemy. For instance, the charge beam blocks are not blocks, they're enemies. They just look like blocks. And now we're back in the expand shaft L. These little block tiles are meridian tiles, and they're pretty well mixed in with the nullifier tiles. That you wouldn't even notice. Like, if you didn't know that those were two separate tiles, you would just go with it. It's like, oh, those are the two. Those are just tiles that go with each other in this game. You wouldn't think twice. That just shows how well it was done. Colors injection. There are a lot of colors in this hack. This hack is very good with its colors. I need to get more weapons tanks. Ultraviolet. The color purple is quite nice. You can see that there is, in fact, a block here. However, because of the nature of the rooms that have the bugs that you shoot that darken the room, everything has to be built on the second layer, because that's the layer that darkens, otherwise it won't flicker. Now, all of the blocks with properties have to be on layer 1. So, these blocks appear in front of the ground, because all of the ground is in the background. And I don't think I can get here yet. No, I don't think so. I need another item first. I just need to not forget that that is there, so that once I have the item that I need to go through there, I can get the item. I'm gonna try and glitch this gate, and I'm gonna cut until I get it. Okay then, I guess we're not doing that. Normally I'm so much better at that, but I guess I'm just not? I don't know. Either way, there's a secret over here. I think this is a warp zone. We are now in the warping center, which is another part of the void, which for some reason has a save station in it. In zone 1, but I don't think it does in zone 2. I'm going to stay in the exit that I entered from, because I think there's an item that you use, that you need from there. see a door? Huh. That's weird. I thought the C doors were from zone 3. Unless I'm just completely wrong. I don't think so. Oh. I'll be right back. Just brilliant that when you try and you use all of your missiles to try and glitch through a gate and then you fail, of course you're going to be out of missiles. And is there something over here? I thought there was something over here. No, there's not something over here. I'm just paranoid about these sorts of things. However, there is something here. These passages can be kind of finicky sometimes. And am I trapped here? Am I not? Either way, there's an energy tank here. And I think this is the way I need to... There's something down here, I know. I think it's behind there. I need to use these. Where's the music? No, that's not what's over there. I thought there was another enemy. Why is there no music? Binox, you need to fix this. There's no music in this room. There's game audio, you can hear the bombs, but there's no music. This is a mistake. This needs to be fixed. I expect it to be fixed in the next version. If you watch this video. I don't know if you're going to watch this video. I think you're going to watch it because you watched the last one. But I never know for sure. Either way, there's a missile down here, and I think there's something else important this way. Yes. This is the Speed Connex. Now, this isn't where Speed Booster is. However, there is another speedy item in this area that we are going to get. This is the boost ball. Hold run to speed and you can kind of blast through the treadmill blocks. It's quite a nice upgrade. It's used for a lot of puzzles in this hack. Is there a thing connected to this tile? Yes, there's a door here. And another refill station that I should probably use to refill some of my missiles. Toxic air void. I don't know why I say it like that. I say things weirdly sometimes. However, I don't think I really need to worry about the avoiding of the toxic air because I have the toxin suit. Also, the boost ball is useful for moving suit that's underwater. There's the super missile pack. You just need to get up here. I really shouldn't be saying like here, up there, or stuff like that. Because it's really vague, because I can't point at the screen to describe what I'm saying. So I should try to be more specific with that. It's just something I need to work on. Is there an exit up here that I can just open this one? No, it's just a switch. And then through here, I can reload the room so I can get the super missile. And there's a treadmill just so you can get up there if you can't jump out of the water. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to jump out of the water, but the option is there. The power exists. Where is that from? The choice is not yours. The power exists. I know I can get that. And I don't have the gravity suit, so I can't gravity jump. There we go. I don't know if that's the intended route. No, wait, I remember what the intended route is. You're supposed to shine spark up here. No, wait, that's not even what the intended route is. because this room is called Gravity Fun, because this is what introduces the concept of reverse gravity, which I will demonstrate in here once I can break into it. Those green, no, not those green, I need to work on that. Green switches on the ground will reverse gravity for you when you are in Morph Ball. However, red switches will flip you back into regular gravity, as will unmorphing. And then just fall upwards, and then you can get the super missile tank that way, instead of having to wall jump like I did in a very convoluted way to try to get the super missile tank. And there is something over here, but that's just however, this area merely contains a switch and a healing spot, so that the gate can be traversed. Without it, you can't traverse through. Actually, you can, but it's just another way to get through the gate without having to exit the water too much. Because if you didn't have the toxin suit, you'd be taking a lot of damage. You also might be wondering why I'm going back up this way. Well, that's just because I wanted to get the item in Ultraviolet that normally requires the boost ball, that I couldn't get without the boost ball. And I don't want to forget about it because I already got all the map tiles of that room filled in, and if I don't get it now, by the next time I record this, I am going to forget, and I will spend a decent chunk of time trying to find it, trying to remember where is that last item I never got, and it was in here the whole time. So I'm just going to remedy that by getting a weapons tank, which, I mean, I was asking about that earlier in the first place, so it's a win-win, I guess. I get to deal more damage. You don't have to watch me spend so much time waiting on enemies, and I'm staying away from that game. So it won't take me as much time to plow through enemies, even though it still takes 2 hits to kill the Tuskegee. I'm going up. Full equip save G. I think this is a good stopping point. And as you can see, we've gone through a lot of Zone 2, but there's still much more to do that I merely have not explored. So, this has been Metroid Nerd number 9001. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.